Oh, Uncle Remus said, gather round me, little children, before you go to bed. Let's give him our attention, hear what he's got to say, and we'll find out how the animals got that way. The leopard's Patsy got the gout from eating too much speckled trout. His mammy dreamed of polka dots, and that's how the leopard got his spots. That's what Uncle Remus said. That's what Uncle Remus said. Speckled trout and polka dots. That's how the leopard got his spots. More, tell us more. The camel crossed the desert sands with all them mighty caravans. His sandy bed was full of lumps, and that's how the camel got them humps. That's what Uncle Remus said. That's what Uncle Remus said. His sandy bed was full of lumps. That's how the camel got them humps. More, tell us more. The piggy saw his monkey friend swinging by his other end. He tried the same thing on a rail, and that's why the pig's got a curly tail. That's what Uncle Remus said. That's what Uncle Remus said. He tried the same thing on a rail. That's why the pig's got a curly tail. Good night, little children. Good night, little children. Good night, little children. It's time to go to bed.
3 generations of readers, young and old, have learned to love the laughter and the wisdom of Uncle Remus. The pranks of his Br'er Rabbit have become a real part of American folklore, so much so that few of us are even aware of the original source from which they came. Ethnologists agree that the source is quite ancient, that it probably goes back to the legends of the African Negro long, long ago. Slaves brought the legends to this country and retold them on the old plantations of the South. It was here in Georgia, in the days of the Civil War, that Joel Chandler Harris first heard them. He listened. With the painstaking care of a scholar, he recorded, he edited, he compiled. Then, with the genius of a true artist, he created his great Negro storyteller, Uncle Remus. It was from the tongue of Uncle Remus in his humble slave cabin that Br'er Rabbit, Br'er Fox, and all their friends and enemies really came to life. Whether the antics and follies of these creatures would ever have brought such popular enjoyment without Uncle Remus is hard to say. In any case, Mr. Harris made them immortal, and in Uncle Remus himself he created a character so lovable, so filled with humor and understanding, that he will live as long as literature itself. It is because of the universal appeal of these legends and their place in the artistic heritage of this country that the Disney studio first became interested in presenting them on the screen. During the preparation of material for the Motion Picture Song of the South, a great quantity of the early Remus tales were studied and adapted by the Disney staff. Though we feel that all of them are entertaining and all of them should be kept alive, we have chosen those we feel to be the most representative for inclusion in this book. We present them here in the hope that the boys and girls of today will chuckle with Br'er Rabbit as their parents, their grandparents, and great-grandparents chuckled long ago. To those few persons who are familiar with the dialect of the Georgia Negro at the time of the Civil War, it may seem an affront to change in any way the speech of Uncle Remus. Unquestionably, the dialect is a living part of the legends themselves. But after much consideration, we have been forced to conclude that this dialect is much too difficult for the majority of modern young readers. For this reason, we have greatly simplified it, although we regret that we had to alter it at all. We do not expect that the stories in this book can take the place of the original Uncle Remus legends. Perhaps, however, they can help to introduce new readers to these legends. They are in the more archaic but picturesque language of the old Negro himself. One may enjoy more fully the rhythm and the poetic fantasy that made these stories classic. Walt Disney.
Come on, Uncle Remus, tell us a story.
Uncle
Remus, Uncle Remus. Uncle Remus said,
gather round me, little children, before you go to bed. Just give me your attention, hear what I've got to say. I'll tell you how the animals got that way.
But Uncle Remus said,
the leper's pappy got the gout from eating too much speckled trout. His mammy dreamed of polka dots. That's how the leopard got his spots.
That's what Uncle Remus said. That's what Uncle Remus said.
from speckled trout and polka dots.
That's how the leopard got his spots.
More, tell us more.
They threw the fox into a cage, but Brother Fox was very sage. He used his tail to pick the locks. That's why they call him Sly Old Fox.
That's what Uncle Remus said. That's what Uncle Remus said.
He used his tail to pick the locks.
That's why they call him Sly Old Fox.
Oh, Brother Turtle and Brother Hare, they ran a race and I was there. The hare dropped in at Barney's place. That's how the turtle won the race.
That's what Uncle Remus said. That's what Uncle Remus said.
The hare dropped in at Barney's place.
And that's how the turtle won the race.
Come on, Uncle Remus, tell us another story.
The little ostrich went to school but couldn't learn the golden rule. The kids all yelled, is your face red? That's why the ostrich hides his head.
That's what Uncle Remus said. That's what Uncle Remus said.
The kids all yelled, is your face red?
That's why the ostrich hides his head.
More, tell us more.
The piggy saw his monkey friend a-swinging by his other end. He tried the same thing on a rail. That's why the pig's got a curly tail.
That's what Uncle Remus said. That's what Uncle Remus said.
He tried the same thing on a rail.
That's why the pig's got a curly tail.
More, tell us more. More, tell us more.
That's all, little children. That's all, little children. Be good, little children. It's time to go to bed. No more little children. No more little children. Good night, little children.
That's what Uncle